Beautiful, unethical, dangerous. You've turned every
ResMed
in Gotham into a microphone.
And a high-frequency generator receiver.
You took my sonar concept and applied it to every in the city. With half the city feeding you sonar, you can image all of Gotham. This is wrong. Spying on 30 million people isn't part of my job description.
Morning, mates. Who doesn't love a good conspiracy theory, hey? And today we'll have an open discussion. I'll talk, you'll listen, about the covert operations of the KGB, also known as ResMed. Now, put your hands up, be honest, if you knew that hidden inside your AirSense11 device was a tiny little microphone. Hey? Just listening to your shag every night, listening to your dirty pillow talk, listening to your snore, always listening. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Until a couple of weeks back, I was looking into the heater system error that's been plaguing AirSense11 users. And as I was digging around, I noticed this tiny pinhole in the device. I was like, oh, that's new. Haven't seen that before. So I took it apart, and sure enough, the pinhole leads to this little sensor. And I was like, put a post up. Does anyone know what this was? And some guy wrote back and said, I think it looks like a microphone. And I was like, no way. Come on now. Surely not. Did a bit more research and found that yes, even though there's no information in the manual, ResMed does have a microphone inside that device. Now, if you're digging around in your settings, you'll notice they have this part that says device diagnostic or something like that. So they've basically got their fleet of AirSense11s out there in the world, and they're just listening in, you know, what's going on inside the device, how are they going. Now, that's all right, like I buy that. I'd prefer to know when I'm buying the machine that it does have the microphone, but that's fine, okay? I can understand that. However, last night, up on my screen pops new software update or whatever it says. You know, for more information, visit resmed.com. I'm like, okay. And I knew this update was coming to try and fix that heater system error. We might talk about that a bit later in the video. And I went, I wonder what else they've changed here. And I went through the menu and there was a new option there that said acoustic signal. And I was like, hello, what do we have here? So went looking around again, and ResMed does have a page where they list information about what they do in the over-the-air updates, what they're updating. And they say this acoustic signal monitors sounds from the mask. And I'm like, monitoring the mask sounds now. Well, that's interesting because the mask is obviously outside the device. It's a little bit creepy, don't you reckon? I mean, that they can just over the air toggle on a microphone and they opt you in. So they push up this new software update and then you go into the menu and it's already turned on. I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting, guys. Tell me, am I overreacting? I just find it a bit funny that, you know, I've bought this device. It's my device. I paid for it. I own it. I own the data. However, ResMed seems to think that they own it, you know, and that there's no consent. Whenever they like, they can just push up an update, connect me to the cloud, turn on a microphone. I just feel that it's a very, very slippery slope and there should be some consent. Am I wrong? Am I wrong, guys? Tell me if I'm wrong. I know we've got Alexa, Facebook. I know everyone's listening to you already, but I don't know. I'm a little concerned, I won't lie. All right, we're gonna head out on the rocks. I've just spotted something you might not have seen before. All right, some Phillip Island wildlife. And while we do, we'll keep talking about this acoustic signal. So what's ResMed up to? I have a few ideas. Right now, they're investing in AI, machine learning, like many companies. And ResMed has a lot of data. And to be good at AI, you need good, clean data sets. They've got a lot of respiratory data from the CPAP machines. They're now getting health data through the MyAir app, Apple Health, calories, steps, all that stuff. One thing they are missing is a good, clean mask data set. they get all the leak rates and so on, but it's sort of anonymized to a certain degree because, you know, some people will put their mask in the My Air app and so on, but then they update the mask a few months later or a year later. So it's very hard to get a good, clean data set on the mask, unless, of course, you can profile each mask with an acoustic signal. Have you ever seen those submarine movies where you got that guy with the sonar and he's like, that's a whale, oh, that's a, you know, a U-boat, that's a destroyer. They can pick up the different sound signals and associate that with a whale or whatever. Same thing. So I think what they might be doing is sound profiling every single CPAP mask with a specific acoustic signal. So you don't have to tell ResMed what mask it is. They already know. That's my guess. If you have a better idea, let me know. But it's a little creepy, isn't it? All right, here we go. Check this out. Let's get a little bit closer. Hopefully I don't scare them all. All right, here we go. So these are black swans, ocean swans. You don't see that every day, do you? Hey, have a look at that. And they feed on this grass here. Pretty cool, hey? Now to finish up, let's quickly talk about the heater system error that's been plaguing many AirSense11 users. This most recent over-the-air update was designed to fix that error. Now I put up a feedback form and it was flooded with responses. So this error was massive, I can tell you right now. And I don't know what they've done to fix it, but what I do know is originally they were replacing the PCB boards, the main PCB, the circuit board. So it was a hardware issue, but they've managed to fix this hardware issue, which can be done via a software update. And once again, like, that's the thing with ResMed, you don't know what they're doing. They release these new features, you know nothing about them. If you're gonna push up an update, tell us what you're doing. How did you fix that error? What was the problem? Are you just turning the error off so no one even knows there was an error? I don't know. We don't know, that's the thing. And there needs to be consent, all right? Every other device, my phone, my TV, my laptop, every other device, when it does a software update, you're in charge of that update. You press, okay, I consent to that update. What are you changing? With ResMed, they just do whatever they like, whenever they like, activate microphones, all sorts of shit. And I don't have a lot of confidence in them. Let me know what you think. Do I need to take off this tinfoil hat? Is this just the way things are now? Should I just shut up and keep walking along this beautiful beach and forget about this? Let me know. Have yourselves a great day. Cheers.